Actually, let's zoom you guys out. There, that's better. Okay, so hi guys, it's Bianca. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be talking about my scars. They are scars from when I was born. I wanted to make this video because I feel that people are going to be seeing my other videos, and you know, I have one on my neck and it's pretty visible, and instead of people assuming or, you know, asking about it, I'd rather just put the story out there, get it out of the way. Yeah, so if you guys are curious to know what the scars are from and why I have them, then continue watching. The few scars that you could see, at least in my tattoo tour video, if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and leave a card up here, or I'll also probably link it down below in the description. The scar that you can really see when showing my tattoos is the one on my arm here, and I know it looks kind of gross, and I'm sorry if you guys are if any of you were like queasy or anything with stuff like this. I'll probably put a disclaimer in the beginning. So there's the one on my arm, and when I was editing that tattoo video, it came to mind that, you know, maybe people are going to want to know, like, why my arm is like that, what happened to me, you know, the backstory. So the other scar, it's the one on my neck. So if I can move my hair out of the way, it is pretty, it's a little raised. It used to look a lot worse when I was little. So I was a premature baby. I was born, I think, my mom said like 24 weeks gestation. I don't know, like, the actual specific, like, life cycle that I was in. All I know is that I was a preemie baby, and I was very tiny. I weighed 1 pound, 5 ounces, and my lungs weren't fully developed. Nothing was really developed properly yet because I was early. And I do have some photos here just to give you an idea. The first two photos, they're Polaroids actually, are, so I was born August 25th in 93, and this is 2 days later. So I'm 2 days old here, and as you can see, if it'll focus, let me see if I can get it to focus here. Yeah, there we go. Very tiny, a lot of tubes and stuff. Don't ask me what the tubes were, like, why I know I had some of them for like feeding purposes, but the other ones I'm not too sure, maybe my oxygen levels. But yeah, as you could see, I was super tiny. I was in the NICU for a really long time. And here's another one, same day. So yeah, as you could see, I was like still like a fetus pretty much. This is another photo. Doesn't really say the date or anything on this one, but just to show you, yeah, like I was super small, barely any hair on my head. And yeah, I had a lot of tubes, and it looks pretty scary. The doctors and nurses were very hesitant as far as my life expectancy. They signed like an ROR, or not ROR, DNR, do not resuscitate, just to be safe, because nobody really knew since I was so early and so fragile. So they gave me steroids and a bunch of medicine. The scar on my neck, from what I understand with my scars, there's a lot of medical terms that I don't know and really won't get into and bore you with. But basically, since my system wasn't really developed properly yet and needed time to grow and like become a thing, I had to put a feeding tube through my neck down to my stomach. And I remember asking my mom recently what the one on my arm was, and I also have a tinier scar right there. I don't remember the medical reason for it. I think it was for like IV purposes, since my skin was so delicate at that time. One of the doctors or one of the nurses said like she's not going to be able to walk, she's not going to be able to function, like she's not going to have any normal like movement abilities, she's not going to be able to talk properly, and just a whole like mess of negative like outcomes basically because of my circumstances and everything. You know, obviously once I was able to leave from the hospital, I had to have a oxygen tank for a little bit of time, and I don't remember having it or anything. It was when I was still really little. I don't remember when this was taken. It must have been after a couple months of being home, because I obviously look different in this picture. But as you can see in the photo, hopefully it'll show. Let me see if I can get you guys to see very, very vaguely. Oh, there we go, perfect. I did have an oxygen tank for a while, so there's that. And so yeah, I mean, I know it's not really that great of an explanation, but if any of you were wondering as far as what the reasoning behind or why I have these scars, because, you know, I was born early. I weighed 1 pound 5 ounces. I was in the special care unit for a very long time. I think about 4 or 5 months. And I spent some holidays there, like Easter and stuff like that, because I was so sick. Despite what some of the nurses thought would be the outcome, obviously I'm here. I can talk normally. I can do any function as any other person would that wasn't born early. Kind of defeated those odds pretty much. And you know, not to say that, you know, growing up with these scars was easy. I remember being bullied a lot in middle school because people just were very ignorant, didn't bother to ask me, or if they did ask me and I told them, they still would, you know, talk behind my back. And I remember, you know, going home to my mom and like crying because I felt that no one wanted to be my friend because I had these, you know, marks on me, basically. Yeah, for the longest time, I hated having them. But, you know, there's days where I meet someone new at, like, a job or something, for example, and I can tell that instead of them looking at my face when I'm talking, they're, like, looking at my neck. Makes me anxious and sad, like, depressed, because why don't you just ask me instead of looking at me like I'm a freak, you know? Like, I've heard a lot of people ask if, like, I was attacked by a shark or a bear or anything like that because of the way that it is and the length of it. They thought that, you know, maybe I was attacked by something. Kind of interesting to see what people come up with, you know, as long as it's not hurtful, I kind of just laugh it off. There are a few things that I am self-conscious about, there being my scars, and I know, you know, you put yourself out there on the internet, you're gonna, you know, you're basically opening yourself up to a whole, like, planet of people without any regards to your feelings. So I guess I just kind of wanted to make this video to inform you guys and, you know, let you guys know. If any of you guys were ever curious, now you know. In the future to update my equipment and also get a camera with a rotating screen. That way I can take you guys with me if I decide to vlog, because I would like to get into that instead of just, you know, sitting in a room, silent room of all places, and talking to a camera. And that is it for this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it informative. I've put this out in the world, and for those who were curious, who have seen that video and wanted to know why I have the scars, now you know. I hope you enjoyed the content. If any of you are new and would like to return for future purposes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Excited to continue creating for you guys and hopefully making some content that you guys really enjoy. So I love you guys. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.